Hello again, everyone. Scoons Comics here with another exciting, thrilling comic book haul! Yes, I am back with part 2 of my giant comic book collection haul. For those of you who missed part 1, please go back and watch part 1. To sum up, I bought out the entire inventory of a comic book shop. As insane as that sounds, I did not spend a great deal of money. It's a bunch of ragtag books. I'm going through them. They're not organized at all. Last time I showed off a couple of the keys and a few of the older Marvel books that I found. I'm just going to show off some older books and a couple of keys that I found a key hidden in all this, which was great. And we'll see how this goes. We're just going to start talking here, people. First and foremost, as I'm going through all these, again, not organized at all, 2001 Space Odyssey number 9, which I need to complete that run. But I also need number 8, which is the key, which is the first appearance of Jack Kirby's Machine Man. They didn't have that. Except, as I'm rebagging and boarding all these, look at this. Machine Man, first appearance, 2001 Space Odyssey, number 8. Really nice shape. This is one of my keys that I've been looking for a while at a good price. Got it. Which now also makes me wonder, are other things double bagged in this whole set? The 17 boxes of comic books? Can I find those? I don't know. It's a big mess, but what a fun thing to find. Yes! Another key in quotation marks, this cracked me up. Again, I got a lot of cartoon books, a lot of Jetsons, Woody Woodpecker, Popeye, and the Flintstones. Doing a little research, this is the Flintstones number 34 from 1966. The first appearance of the great Kazoo. Y'all remember Kazoo? Yes. Amazing character. Who knew that I would ever have a comic book with his first appearance, or that would be sought after by somebody? I don't know, but I thought that was pretty funny that I have a Flintstones key comic book. Excellent. Alright, and again, these are just going to be random older books that I collected here. So, from Harvey Comics, Joe Palooka presents the sensational Humphrey Comics, number 5 from 1949. This is a good example of something I would never seek out or collect, but it's a comic from 1949 and it's in pretty darn good shape. So that's exciting. It's fun to have these random books that I would never sought out. I'm sure if I found this at a convention, they'd ask far more money than I'd want to pay on a lark for it, so really cool. Here's one of the older DC books I got. This is from 1951. Dale Evans Comics, Queen of the Westerns, number 20. I know nothing of Dale Evans. I have not done a lot of Western research yet. But again, just a cool comic book from DC Comics. Awesome. Oh man, these are older. These are fun. Mutt and Jeff Comics, number 58 from 1952. This one has an ad for Superman in it, which would probably be one of the older appearances of Superman I have in a comic book. You know, even it's not part of the story, it's still an ad, but that's a really cool thing. It's got a big hole right here, but otherwise the colors are really nice. Cool comic book, right? 1952. Here's another Mutt and Jeff from 1955, number 76. Nice bright yellows. I love how these comics survive. Again, I love when these oddball ones survive. Who saved this? How did this make it from a newsstand into my collection in decent shape? So cool. Now we get into some DC comics that I'm familiar with a little bit. Black Hawk. Here's Black Hawk number 155, featuring The Wedding of Lady Blackhawk from 1960. Cover's a little damaged. The book's seen better days, but for what I paid, it's a really cool addition to the collection. Awesome. I like this cover a lot. Black Hawk number 152, featuring Noah's Ark from space. This is from 1960. And the character's name is Chop Chop. Yeah, I don't know about that, but yeah, cool book. Oh man, this got me excited because this is one of those titles that I see in the old comic book history books, the big tabloid-sized books, the coffee table books, talking about the history of comics. Famous Funnies is one of those books. Here's a copy from 1953, but this is issue 205 from 1953. Cool book. Very cool. Boy, here's an interesting cover, interesting book. G.I. Jane from LN Publishers. I don't know what issue this is. Number 8 from 1954. Nice coloring. The book's in really nice shape. Just a weird book. Just a weird title. There were no other issues of G.I. Jane in this whole collection. Why did they have this random book? So weird, but just a cool thing to have in the collection. I also like that it has the creator credits here at the bottom. That's a rare thing to see on the cover. So cool book. Random Western book I've got. I don't even know the publisher of this because I didn't research it. From 1951. Wild Bill Pecos, The Westerner. Actually, this is number 40. So this is the one I kept in the original bag and board. So here's an example of how much this lady was charging for books in her shop. And shocking why they didn't sell. So she's got a thing on here for 60 bucks, and then maybe she discounted it down to 5. I don't know. But a lot of these are like big price numbers. Or maybe that's the guide price when she put them in bags and boards. I don't know. But here's a nice Western from 1951. Cool. These next 3 I was really excited to have. I've never read the book, but Seduction of the Innocent by Frederick Wortham nearly brought the comic industry down. Books were burned around the country. New standards, the Comic Code Authority was put in place. What could be seen in comics was greatly changed. And I now have 3 comic books that are directly referred to in that book, which I was really excited about. This is Classic Illustrated number 15, Uncle Tom's Cabin. I have not read the book, but there are things in here that he found questionable and could damage the minds of the youths. Very cool comic to have. Also, number 10, featuring Robinson Crusoe. I have a ton of these Classic Illustrated. If anyone out there collects the old Classic Illustrated, contact me. I will hook you up because they're cool to have. I don't know if I necessarily need them in my collection. I've got like a long box full of these things. And number 55, featuring Silas Mana. Cool books to have in the collection. Then we're going to go, we're not quite at 10 minutes. We'll do a few more. Okay. We're going to do a few of these. Bear with me. Okay. The Three Mouseketeers, number 5 from DC Comics from 1956. Again, just one of these random books that I'm sure nobody collects. I have one now. Cool looking title. Art by Sheldon Mayer, creator of the original Red Tornado. So that's cool. Let me show some of these romance books and how much the covers look identical to all these things. Is this from Harvey? Harvey Publications. My First Love, number 41. From 1954. I'm going to show you a terrifying back cover of this real quick. So I know I love these ads in the comics where you can get all kind of goodies. They're giving away dogs, miniature Chihuahua. Please give me a home. How did this work? Did a dog come in the mail then? That's insane. Anyway, so that cover, bear with me, looks just like Atlas Comics Girls in Love, number 57. Pretty darn similar. Which has a similar cover to ACG's Romantic Adventures, number 37. Yeah, just cool. And I'm going to end this with one more. Yes. Just a little preview of next week. I got a huge collection of Rawhide Kid, which I'm really excited about. And here's the oldest one I have. I didn't write down the year, but here's Rawhide Kid number 37, featuring a beautiful cover by Jack Kirby. I love getting these old Marvels. beautiful book. Thrilled to have it in my collection. And that's all we're going to do this week, people. I'm going to be going through this collection forever. I also went to a comic show this last weekend, and because I'm crazy, I bought like another 150 books, some really great looking titles. I can't wait to show them to you, but we'll get to them. But thank you all for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll see you all next week.